Hello everybody. So today I will be presenting my DBMS project which is Smart Grocer. Okay. So this is my project. This is the complete code for my project. It has two major files. One is ui.py, one is functions.py. ui.py basically is equipped with rendering a Tkinter UI for the for the project. It helps me create functionalities, and it helps me connect the database. Basically this is also the file where we are connecting database and actually working with the database in the project. There is the other file which is functions.py. On the functions.py we don't do much related to database. What we are actually working with is the facial recognition part of the project, since this project is focused on bringing facial recognition to a grocery store. So basically creating a smart point of sales platform. So that way my project has my project has a database and a separate data set for images, so that it can train the recognizers, that is the facial recognizers, on these data sets. There is one admin's data set and one user's data set. Similarly, there is one admin recognizer and one user recognizer. So let me show you my database. This is my complete database structure. It has 10 tables, and and it has a lot of data in it also. Uh, Now let's get to the working of the project. Okay, so this is my project. It is a very clean and neat UI that I have implemented over here. I don't like much clutter, that is why it is so clean. And then let us try to get as a to enter as an admin. Basically, these are two login options we have, either as an admin or as a user. So let's enter as an admin. It takes a little bit of time since the laptop is really slow. As we can see, it has recognized that I am Arnav. I am also the first user in the register, so my user ID is 1. Basically, these are the details that it displays for confirmation that I am the right person. Okay, over here uh, we have the register. Basically, this function allows me to register a user or an admin. A user cannot register themselves, and neither can an admin register themselves. See, I can choose over here which mode I like to choose, as a user or as an admin. For now, I don't wish to register, so I'll just submit it empty. Then there is delete user. I can delete any user I like. Again, I'll submit it empty. There is add or update product. This I can show. For example, see, this is show products. I have seen that I have some ice cream. Let us say I want to change the brand of the chocolate that I have. Uh, okay. I have the same amount of quantity, that would be 15, and the cost would still be 25. And the brand is now, let's say, Sunfeast. Okay. Now let's update these. So we can see that the update has happened over here. Then we can see the different bills that have taken place over the past, the different branches that we have. This is a GST number, and this is the location of the branch. These are the offers. An admin can add, update products, add or update branches, add or update different offers, suppliers, warehouses. There are I have tried to implement as many options I can. Suppliers, for example, there is Magnum. Let's add another supplier over here. Let's add supplier ID 3, and let's add Sunfeast as a supplier. Okay. If we see again, no, we can see that Sunfeast has been added to the list. This is again the amount of the transactions that have happened earlier. Then this is the users. Uh, I am one of the users. So then these are the warehouses we have. We can add or update new warehouses. For example, let's add a new warehouse. I want the capacity to be 2000 maybe. Okay. So we can see, wait, let me update. Yeah. So you can see that I have a new warehouse number two whose capacity is 2000. Now let us go to the user one. Again, it will utilize facial recognition to recognize my face. It is actually being currently extra slow because it's also recording, so the laptop is having a lot of burden on it. Okay. So over here, this is a simple UI for a user. For example, I want to buy the dairy milk chocolate. I can just add to cart and I will get a pop-up over here of how many I want to add. Let's say I want to have three of these. So once I confirm, three dairy milks have been added to my cart. Then let's say I also want to have an ice cream. It's too hot over here. So let's add it to the cart and one ice cream, confirm. Okay. We can view the cart. So I can see that I have three dairy milks priced at 25 rupees, one ice cream priced at 60 rupees. So my total is around 135 rupees. Okay. I I will choose the mode of transaction as cash, and I will wish to check out. Once again, let's see one thing over here in the database. Over here in the database, we can see that currently in the products table, the ice cream is 27 and the milk is 38. Now, if I check out over here, the bill has been generated. Okay. And now, if I reload my database, we can see that the ice cream is now 26 and the dairy milk is now 12. Earlier, it was 50. So, that is how uh, I've implemented a grocery store application. uh, this close will just close all the windows. So this is how I have taken my level best efforts to implement a grocery store application using machine learning, AI, and DBMS. Thank you.